Did you know that in most countries around the world, new mothers take maternity leave after they have a baby? Did you know that some new dads don't take paternity leave because they are worried about their careers? Did you know that in the United States, many employers do not pay for parental leave? Here are some questions to discuss.
Mariela, you said yes. So what's the maternity leave law? There's a law about it, right?
Yeah, maternity leave, I think it is 98 days. Paternity leave is 10 days.
Mothers can take up to 6 months. And even though you are not paid the full amount, because you don't get the 100% of your salary, you get a percentage. But even though you don't get 100% of your salary, you can get back to work, and you know for a fact that there is a job there waiting for you when you decide to go back. So, Amelia, should parental leave benefits be gender neutral?
I think no, it's not gender neutral.
Oh, it's not, or it shouldn't be? It's not, or it shouldn't be? Look at the question. This is whether you think they should or shouldn't be. So use should or shouldn't. If it's your opinion, then you say they shouldn't be gender neutral. Why not?
No, I think they should be gender neutral.
Okay, so fathers and mothers should get the same time.
Yes.
Okay, then your answer is they should be gender neutral. Why?
Because father and mother have the same responsibility. Not only the mothers have all the work with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
The mothers feed them, right? But it's not all the work.
You can use the word breastfeed them. Breastfeed their babies. Okay, let's listen.
Paternity leave. Daddy's on diaper duty. In most countries around the world, new mothers take maternity leave after they have a baby. The amount of pay and time off they receive depends on their government and employer. In some countries, fathers are eligible for parental leave. Paternity leave is becoming more common as gender equality improves in the workplace. Even though some companies offer a paid paternity leave, many men do not take it. Why would dads pass up this benefit and opportunity? Some reluctant dads worry about their careers. They don't want to miss a chance at getting a raise. Will their bosses treat them differently when they return to work? Many fear they will be viewed as lazy. Although they want to be at home with their family, they don't want to be laid off when their company downsizes. Some fathers take paternity leave despite the lack of a benefit package. They use up vacation or sick days to bond with their newborns. The father may quit his job altogether if his partner earns a higher income. This makes it easier for the family to make ends meet on one salary. One thing that men can't do is nurse their newborns. Is this nature's way of saying that babies should be with their mothers? Some new fathers feel they work harder than their female partners. Coaxing a fussy baby to take a bottle or a pacifier is not an easy job. In countries where parental leave is not paid, the primary caregiver may be someone other than the mother or father. This is common in the United States, where many employers do not pay for parental leave. When both parents have to work, the burden of childcare often falls on the grandparents. What effect does this have on the family?
Interesting. All right. In just a second. Let's start.
Despite the offer, he didn't take the paternity test.
Really? That's surprising.
Continue.
Uh, he didn't take the paternity test in spite of the offer.
That's crazy. Why didn't he?
Despite the fact that the baby was 3 hours old, the dad went to work.
No way. What did the mother think?
Okay. So we say we use despite plus a noun. Amelia, what's a noun?
Offer?
Despite the offer. The same happens with in spite of. Despite or in spite of. Ash, what is a noun in the second example?
In spite of the offer.
Again, the offer.
The offer.
The offer, yes. You can also use despite the fact that. What follows here? Amelia, what's this? Is this a noun?
The baby?
Okay, baby is a noun, but when we use despite the fact that, we don't use a noun, we use something different. When we use despite the fact that, not despite the fact that. What do we call, this looks like a sentence, but it's not a sentence. It's subject plus verb. A clause. So remember, despite the offer is a noun. Despite the burden, despite the news, despite noun or noun phrase. If you use despite the fact that, then you need a clause. You don't need a noun, you need a clause. Okay, so we're going to practice changing this clause for another one. Any idea that makes sense? Mariela, despite the fact that blank, the dad went to work.
Yeah. Despite the fact that the baby was crying all the night, the dad went to work.
Okay, good. Ash, same thing. Change the clause.
Despite the fact that the baby was sleeping, the parents couldn't rest.
One more time.
Despite the fact that the baby was sleeping, the parents couldn't rest.
Okay, you change the complete sentence. It's okay. I asked you to change the clause only, but the sentence that you gave me is grammatically correct, so it's fine. Now we're going to do something different. We're going to use in spite of the fact that. Same thing, you need a clause. Okay, what is the clause here, Amelia? In spite of the fact, what is the clause?
His boss said no.
Good, this is the clause. We're going to change the clause. Same idea. In spite of the fact that blank, the man took a week off work. So go ahead, Amelia, change the clause.
In spite of the fact that he didn't finish his work.
Mhm. The man took a week off work. Right. It makes sense. Anything that makes sense. Mariela, can you give me another idea?
In spite of the fact that the team, no, in spite of the fact that his team had a huge project, the man took a week of work.
His team was working on a huge project. Working on. Good. You can also say in spite of the fact that the company didn't offer paternity leave, the man took a week off work.